Hey everybody, today I want to share with you something that I think is extremely relevant today. Most of the people that are here on my list, you are either running a business, you're doing coaching, you're doing mentoring, you're doing training, or you're running a business offline, but you're trying to use social media as a way to gain more traction, attract more clients, and actually serve your audience in a better way. One of the ways that we do that is through content creation and creating things that are actually going to connect with our audience. So today I want to show you something that I've been paying attention to and I've noticed a really good result with. And that is an area of finding out how do we make our content relevant, right? If we want it to actually engage with people, if we want people to take note of what it is that we're doing, wouldn't it make sense to actually post stuff that they're interested in, things that they're actually connected with, or they're, maybe their struggles they're having, or just maybe where their interest is focused at that point? It's a matter of being able to listen to your audience. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to share specifically one of the ways in which I do this. Um, on social media, here on Facebook, I'm going to give you an example, is right here, we have all of the content that comes up, right? This is what Facebook as a general tells you they think that you're going to be most interested in. This is what they think we're going to be most engaged with because of our content, because of our engagement on other people's posts, our interactions. What do we comment on? What do we give emojis to? Where do we stop, scroll, read? Based on those things, they have recommendations that they think that we're going to be interested in. But that's not what's important. What we need to know is, what is your audience interested in? So let's just ask ourselves, what are they talking about? Now, granted, there's lots of ways that we can do this. We can definitely do it this way, which is what I see a lot of people do. When they understand that they should be focused on what their friends are talking about or their audience, um, is they actually do this crazy thing. Let me move this just a little bit here, open it up so I can get my tab. There we go. Is they'll immediately think, hey, well, I've got to go look at what my friends are talking about, right? And then they come over here and they start opening up and they go, okay, so what is Trisha talking about today? And they go over here and they're like, okay, so I gotta scan through. Okay, she's a high ticket closing challenge. She's really good at what she does. She's amazing. We all love her. So let's see. I love what I do. Coaching is so fulfilling. Okay, so she's talking about coaching. Um, in the life and along with rainbows and roses, you'll also experience dark clouds. Okay, so we love coaching. She's talking about the life of being a coach. Um, she's really focused on what it seems to be the experience of what it is to coach and to be a coach and live that lifestyle. Okay, so that's cool. That's one thing. And then we could come over here and we go, okay, so we'll just scan through what's Alan talking about. Okay. We open up Alan's page, we look over here and we go, okay, so Alan, Alan is an affiliate marketer. Um, perfect action okay, perfection repels, imperfection reacts or attracts. So what's he talking about? Okay, so he's doing a bunch of long form posts. uh, okay, yeah, he's talking about taking action and how it actually makes things change versus repelling the success that we want. Okay, so we go down further. um, talk about live interviews with people, and he's talking about his team. So again, he's focused as being an affiliate marketer, but it looks also as though he's also a coach or trainer, guide, mentor. Um, oh, dude, love that picture. Looks like he filled out a little bit. Just finished a video, so he's into training his audience as a coach. Now, if you don't get it at this point, this could be a little bit long and drawn out, right? So here's a different way to find out what's actually relevant today. Because if we do it the other way, we actually got to figure out, like, okay, what are they talking about today? Not what were they talking about recently? So we actually just go over here. Facebook already makes this so easy. We just go over to the most recent tab, right? And with that most recent tab, here's what's going to be interesting. We're going to go through. This is everybody on your friends your audience list, but this is what's being talked about literally, as you see right now. Okay, so she's got patience, getting to the root of coaching. She shared this. So she's talking about patience. So I'll go over and I'll just put a keyword down, patience. And then another post. Oops. Persevere. Why is this happening to me? What is this trying to tell me? Okay. Patience. Lessons learned. Or they're talking about learning lessons. All right. And then I go down a little bit further, right? And this is from my sister Christ, who truly has the heart of God and walked through so much more to become more formally today. Talking about freedom. Okay, so I come back over here and I just kind of keep scrolling down. And if you can see what I'm doing is I'm actually talking about, okay, he's just, this is an update about something that's going on in his life. So let's see, we keep going down. They're talking about yoga. Yoga isn't really my target audience at all, so I wouldn't put that keyword down. They're talking about client attraction. Stop downloading all the things, start doing what's actually going to bring in those clients. Okay, so we're talking about attracting clients. Now, here's what's interesting here. Okay, so what do we have is we've got this light little startup, right? So I want you to take this group of lessons right here. Get rid of that for you. And I want us to look at how we can start. Let's just take those 4 top tips right there, right? And you'll go through and you'll scroll down, you'll find more of those things. But what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to take this and I'm going to say, are you tired of learning lessons with patient, or are you okay here, tired of patiently, can't even spell, waiting for freedom to come from attracting new clients? Now think about that for a second. How many people do you think might be connected with that sentence? Tired of patiently waiting to attract. Okay, so here we go. Here's another way of stating it. Tired of waiting to attract new clients so you can experience more freedom in your business. Again, typing. Okay, so what are we doing is we're looking at what is on people's field, right? And we just say, hey, what can we do to engage with these people more by looking at what it is that your audience as a whole is talking about? Now, if you can incorporate 4 or 5 of the key words that come to mind as you go through that scroll of your most recent tab, and sometimes I'll go 45, 50 posts deep. Basically, I'll just keep going until I hit yesterday's posts, right? Because I want to know what's being talked about, what people are thinking about today, because if I think about what's happening and everybody's talking about the last 24 hours, the chances of my post being relevant to a good selection of my audience is going to be very high. As long as I take the keywords and then I break them down and say, what are they talking about most? What are they thinking about most? And then what I do is I turn around and I create a headliner sentence. Tired of waiting to attract, or are you waiting to attract? There you go. Are you? Make a question that's very specific to them. Are you waiting to attract new clients so you can experience more freedom in your life and business? And then I just take that right there and I'll be like, wow, okay, cool. I kind of like that. No, don't save that. And then all of a sudden, now I've got something to go with up here. Boom. Are you waiting to attract new clients so you can experience more freedom in your business? You don't have to. And here is why. There, and then fill out the post. Why don't I have to wait for the next thing to happen? Because that's the biggest thing is oftentimes when we're creating content, we're asking ourselves, what do I think is important? What do I think that they need to know to be able to move forward to the next level? What is it that I think they need to accomplish to understand the steps that they need to take? But we don't actually stop and say, where exactly are they right now? Because if we're not focused about where our audience is at this current moment, how can we expect to reach them where they are and then bridge the gap from where they are to where they need to be if we never take the time to say, where are you right now? Because we want to take them from where they are right here and we want to bring them to their destination. And if you're not willing to find out where they're starting, you'll never be able to get them there. So with that, I hope that this helps you. This is just a little hint on how you can stay relevant for your audience and keep your content in touch with the people that you're trying to touch at a real connection level. I hope to see you guys soon. You guys have an amazing day, and I love you. There's greatness within you. Now go share that greatness with the world today.